What's up, guys? So today took a few trades. It's now 7:30 Pacific's, 10:30 Eastern. I took a few trades, a couple of good ones, and a couple of not so good ones. Overall, 57 tickets, about 89, $90 in commission. Made 331. So let's just go over a couple of them. So starting with AMD, see what I did here. So AMD, it was going up. I saw that it was getting weak. It didn't make a new high, and then a lower high here, and then it was below these moving averages. I was thinking it would go towards VWAP, which it did, but then because the SMA, I think this is the 50, is coming up, that's a very strong support level. As you can see, it never broke it. So I basically exit most of my position, and then when it made the pop, that's when I got out. I wanted to avoid taking a loss on that. Only $44 on AMD, and that's the only trade I did on it. Baba, I made a few trades. So for Baba, I saw that it was dropping, and a lot of times with these stocks nowadays, I basically doing what Andrew Aziz is doing, which is looking at the SPY and the QQQ. And so both were weak, and then the stocks were dropping. So I went short, I think 200 shares. As it dropped, I just got out because this is a pretty volatile stock. The price is kind of high. So then I started to cover. I covered the remainder here. And decided to go short again, but then when it popped, I exit real quickly. And then I decided to go short again, and then I covered. And then when I saw that I was getting strong, I went long, and then I covered, and then I went short, and then I covered again, and then one more time I went short, and then when it dropped, I covered. So that was pretty much my trade. There's a lot of over trading in this area. But I think I did a pretty good job here, and did a good job here to go short. And then my loss on the long is right here when I thought it was going to go back up towards VWAP. It did not do that, so that's why I went, I covered here, and then I reversed my position, went short, to make up for that loss. So you can kind of see it here, where I went long. And then I covered really quickly as I saw that wasn't the case, and so forth. So MU, I did one trade on MU at pretty much the same time as the AMD trade when I saw everything was going. So this is a strong stock, kept moving up, but it started to lose its averages. And what gave me the confidence to go short is this long engulfing candlestick. I think AMD displayed a similar pattern where there was a long engulfing. You see, it's almost exactly the same as MU. So I took it short as it dropped, covered, and same situation. Long, strong SMA, so that pushes this back up. So I just covered it, and then Oracle. I made some decent money. I also lost money on Oracle, but I made some good ones. So this is kind of a messy trade here in the beginning. I went short, I covered, I think it went back up, and then I shorted again. Here, basically I was taking Oracle short the whole time. I went short, covered. It popped up. I waited too long to exit. And so I covered at, let's see, I went short at 47.12. Actually, it's not too bad. So I covered around 7 cents higher than what it should have been. So kind of over trading here. What prompted me is this big engulfing pattern. So I thought I was going to go short. It didn't happen. Went all the way up to VWAP, but it was still a weak stock, so it started to continue to drop. The reason why I covered pretty quickly here is because I know that this is a pretty strong support level, especially on the 5 minute. So this is, I think, the 200 SMA. And so once it hits it, it was going to bounce. But it was weak enough to keep dropping. So I let it drop all the way below this. And then I saw that when it closed this 5 minute candle below the SMA, that's when I went short again. So let's see what that corresponds to. 10:05. So here I went short. It actually went back up a bit. So I was nervous. So I exit. And then at around this level, I did the same thing. I took a short, and then I added to my position. When it popped, I basically exited because I didn't want this to go run up against me. So this was actually a pretty big size. Actually, I broke my 500 share rule. I actually took 2,000 shares on Oracle. So that's why I was a little trigger happy to get out. But then I saw that it didn't make the reversal, and then there were previous day levels here. So I went short, and as it dropped, I kept covering it, and that was the last trade of my day. So I recovered my losses that I took, from here and from here. So overall, I only made $87 from Oracle. Oracle or MU, the money was enough to balance out the loss and also the commission. But I did break my my 500 share rule. But at this juncture, I was fairly confident that if it wasn't going to go up, then the only way for it to go was to go down. And also, if you look at it on the 5 minute, this is a big engulfing candle, and so one of the things that you can look at here is the fact that if this were to move above this previous 5 minutes, then I would be a bit nervous in terms of staying in this position, and I probably would have exited. But now it keeps dropping, so hung around this level for a bit. Okay. Well, anyway, so that's my trade for the day.